Hey, Shalom, Kohala, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Bashim Chakodash, the ones of the apostles of great millstone, and Shalom, true brothers and highways and byways, doing the works of sealing faithfully and continually fighting that good fight of faith, Lord willing. We have found that number to be delivered. All right. So I'm gonna start off with the book of Sirach, the 39th chapter, first verse. It says, "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies." All right. And this is what it's boiling down to, man. Those who truly believe and trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai who are being occupied in the prophecies that have been set forth. All right. So, this thing of ours that we've been involved in has moved in phases. All right. When we first came in, we was pretty much, fishing, reaching out, spreading the word, teaching the name of the Lord, teaching who you are as a person, in this world, being an Israelite, things of that fashion. So as time progressed, prophecies was unfolding, the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai has changed gears, and now we're in the time of prophesying, man. All right, and being occupied in the prophecies. There's nothing better than to talk about the things that we have been foretold, throughout the years, and now it's coming to pass. All right, so I say all that to show this video I'm about to show. And again, it's about the prophecies and what's been taking place. So let's get into this quick video.
Tomorrow, here's a question. Would you let someone implant a microchip into your hand if you would receive $2,000 a month in return for getting a chip put in your hand? You heard me right. We'll give you universal basic income, basically. 2,000 euros, $2,000 a month, if you allow us to put a microchip in your hand. That's exactly what's about to happen as part of the rollout of the central bank digital currencies. It's a carrot for them to rope you into this mess. We'll get to that part of the story in a minute, the chip implantation process, not the corn chip, as Dan said in our chat, but a actual metallic tracking chip. But a new report just published this week by the Bank for International Settlements explains how our new digital money system is about to work. We've been warning you that this was coming for a long time on this show. Also, we weren't the only ones predicting this. It was predicted in a little book, you might have heard of it, called the Bible, The Mark of the Beast. For one thing, this is how this new system would operate. According to them, the Bank for International Settlements, the new reserve currency, forget the dollar as you know it, basically. This will be the new reserve currency, which is how they want to label it and how they are labeling it. This would be used to settle all transactions. As everyone moves away from the US dollar right now, this seems like perfect timing to be moving to this new system. Here's a question.
All right. So there you have it. And again, being occupied in the prophecies. And we're still in the zone of scoffers and scorners and non-believers and disbelievers and conspiracy theorists and so on and so forth. We're still in that zone. But one thing for certain, it's evident that this system is about to change. All right? It's evident. Now, let me go to a couple other scriptures. Okay. What's taking place right now throughout the whole world? These kings of the earth are joining forces, if you will. All right? Because prophecy is going to be fulfilled. These kings of the earth are joining forces to implement this so-called New World Order and this new digital currency. Now, you can believe us. You don't have to believe us. It doesn't matter. But there's nothing that's going to stop this from unfolding, man. 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs which I told thee of before. All right? And this is exactly what we're doing. We're measuring the time. Look at the value of the dollar. It's pretty much useless. These other countries don't want to deal with the dollar. Shit, for years, actors and actresses didn't want to get paid with the dollar. You know? And pretty soon, shit, you ain't gonna be able, it's not even gonna be worth, burning the money. That's how useless it's going to be. But how do we know this? How do we know these things are happening? Because the Spirit of the Lord had us in the position of being able to measure the time that we're living in. Understanding the timeline, if you will, so to say. Now, do we know exactly when they're going to roll this out? Of course, you can look up certain articles. Certain articles going to give you different dates and different times. I think that's widely to just throw off anybody who's on the trail or getting close to, truly figuring this out. So Esau is going to throw a timeline here, throw a timeline there, try to, throw a little confusion in the midst. Oh, it's not going to be for, certain type of purposes. But you heard, I can't remember this guy's name. But you heard him say the catch is going to be what? There has to be some type of catch. There has to be some type of bait that's going to want people to want to take this thing, right? And he said that the banks are probably thinking about giving you $2,000 a month. All right? Now that being the case, look at the masses of people who are struggling right now, who don't have any money. All right? And when you think about it and you hear the term 2,000, that it kind of pinpoints, the dollar amount, so to say, where one would say, oh, 2,000 a month, every month for who knows how long, I can get by on that. But not knowing that this devil who puts this in place is also going to flip the whole turn. So therefore, even though he's giving you $2,000 a month, of course, everything else is going to get brought to that same level. So your $2,000 may ultimately end up being, $20 or $200 in the long run. But again, that's all just, a little bit of speculation on my end where, just saying how the numbers could possibly unfold. Because I'll be damned if they're going to give you $2,000 straight every month and not fluctuate the value of that dollar. Okay? But what are we doing? We are now measuring the time that we're living in. We're seeing the things that are taking place. We're seeing the land that we live in. We're seeing the fall and the collapse of the things that we have been witnessing and been a part of for years. We're now seeing it starting to go down. And right when it's about to go down, they're going to try to usher in that new digital currency. All right? This is Revelation 3:10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep you from the hour of temptation. All right? And that's what this is all about, man. That hour of temptation. It's about being solid in the Lord, and the Lord trusting, I should say we trusting in the Lord, that when this thing truly gets rolled out, which by the articles that I've been reading and the things that I've been listening to, they're right there, man. They're right there. All right? So that hour of temptation is coming, man. You want to joke around and talk shit. You're going to wake up one morning and talking about, I'm going to go get some gas. I'm going to go over to the store and buy some food. And your ass is going to be stuck. All right? So this is honestly, this is deadly serious, man. The closer that they get to putting this thing in full swing, the closer you people need to understand. The closely you need to look and understand how this is going to affect you. All right? And this is why the masses of the people are going to ultimately take it, man. They're going to ultimately take it. And by them throwing some numbers out there, it's going to sweeten the deal. That's going to make you feel, you know what? I'm going to take it. I'm just going to do it. That's what they're going to say to themselves. I'm going to take it. I'm just going to do it. All right? But we have the hope for the elect. Lord willing, he keeps us from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. All right? And I said earlier, these kings of the earth, all right, they're all in the same mindset. They're all in one mindset. And this is how they're able to have the whole world fall under that umbrella. Because all the kings of the earth are in the same mindset. All right, and the Lord's going to give them the power to do so for a certain period of time. All right, isn't it not written? He causes all, both small and great, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or on their forehead. That's exactly what is going to be happening. And this is why these banks, these banking systems, as we know it, these banking systems are about to collapse. They're about to shut down. Doors are being shut. Currency is being, devalued at such a fast rate. Never in history has the dollar declined in such a manner where, most nations and countries want nothing to do with it. Years ago, if these countries said, yeah, we want nothing to do with the dollar, they'd be shit out of luck, man. But now, the time has come where the Lord is going to give them the power to do exactly what they've been talking about for years. America has been brought to its knees. And this is why the masses are seeking to, put a man in office who they feel is going to make it great again. All right? So let me read this again. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. All right? And this is what we've been doing. We've been prophesying about these things. We've been meditating on these things. We've been occupied in these prophecies. All right? This is what we have been doing. Without waver. And up against much calamity. You know how many people laughed us and mocked us? Oh, these niggas think it's a chip. You had cats putting actual potato chips on their hand. There was men making parodies, skit shows. A lot of you brothers will probably remember all them skit shows. But look what's happening right now. Now people are starting to tremble, man. Because there's a lot of noise being made about these prophecies. Now, in that video, matter of fact, let me go back to it real quick. Let me see how I can do this. I want to go to the comment section, right? Oh, damn. I don't have that Instagram, so unfortunately I can't get to that comment section. But usually in the comment section, these people voice. Let me see here. Let me do this. No, these people usually voice, what they feel, and all these people talk about they're not gonna take it and they're not involved. They ain't gonna get involved. They're gonna get involved. They're gonna take it, man. That's the bottom line. Because they got too much riding in this kingdom. They've dug their claws into this kingdom so well, is that they have no other place to go. Our hope rests in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right? That's where we put our trust and faith in the Lord. But the masses of the people, they put their trust and faith in this government, in this banking system. So they may rebel at the start of it, but they're gonna fall right in line, just like everything else. You know, back in the time when they implemented the Social Security plan, the people were in uproar about that. But through the course of time, people fell right in line, and it's gonna be no different, man. It's gonna be no different. Ezekiel 12:27. Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesies of the times that are far off. Doesn't that sound familiar? That's all too familiar right there. You know, we're letting you know this financial system's about to collapse. They're about to start implementing and inputting, devices into you. They're going to start changing the way you buy things. And what do people say? Nah, that ain't gonna happen. Not in this time period. Not while we're here. Well, why not? Why not? America has been made ripe. It's ready for the taking, man. This is a perfect time. Of any time in history, this is the perfect time for this shit to go down. Perfect. All right? But again, those who have, embedded themselves in this kingdom, in this society, to the point where they trust in this society, they trust in this kingdom, they trust in these kings of the land. They don't want to hear this word. They don't want to hear about the bad tidings. They don't want to hear about the things that are coming that's going to disrupt their life and disrupt the dreams, the goals and dreams that they have for themselves. They don't want to hear that. So therefore they'll say, listen, what you're talking about ain't ever going to happen in our lifetime. All right? But again, as it is written, and he prophesies of the times that are far off. You see? They don't want to hear it. And they're the ones that are going to be hit with a rude awakening. All right? So all that being said, the time has come where these banks are going to start implementing this central banking digital currency. All right? And it's just a matter of time before you wake up and you're going to be in a whole new world. All right? You're not going to recognize the things when they start implementing this thing, man. You're not going to recognize shit anymore. All right, so Lord willing, I'll see y'all on another one. I'm going to say shalom from there.